what's kind of your like one shot? Here's what the play is going to be about, and here's why you want to see it.
Well, it is about a guy who is just like anybody else, and he gets one of the craziest jobs that anybody could really imagine, which is working in this sort of faux mall, shopping mall, in the basement of Barbra Streisand's home. And the fact is that that truly exists. Whether the play actually took place or not, that's actually, it did not. But the basement exists, it is a mall, and so imagine if somebody had to work down there.
Yeah, the playwright got the idea when he saw this book. She wrote this book, My Passion for Design. And she talks about, she had so much stuff that she created. She didn't want to leave it in storage, so she had seen these shops somewhere. Where is it? So she decided to have all of her stuff in a basement, underground, a basement, no street. So the playwright was intrigued by this, that here's all this, this is in the basement of her house, because she has so much money. He's like, what if somebody had to get a job to work down there? And that's where he got the idea that this actor, this fiction, so it's a totally fictional story about this, about a really real place.
Well, so do people actually, can they buy things?
Just her. She's the only one that goes down there. So it's kind of like that, you know, when you get up there to Michael Jackson territory. You have so much money that you can have whatever you want.
Yeah. And for you, what kind of drew you to the play, made you decide?
I had seen the show in New York and fell in love with it, loved it a lot. And Brian Fonseca, who's the artistic director here, every year we have what's called a pitch night, where the shows that he's thinking about doing for the next season, actors pitch to the board and other actors that are part of the theater. And Scott pitched this play. And I had seen it and I was like, oh my God. I mean, his pitching of the play was like, you could just tell he's absolutely perfect for it. So it was just like, that's the guy for this play. And so when Brian offered me the chance to direct it, I was like, I leapt at it and I said, well, Scott's doing it, you know, let's go, you know. And so that's what drew me to it. I mean, and I'm also a very big fan of this style. I directed another piece here called Search for Signs of Intelligent Life, which is a Lily Tomlin one-person show, although we did it here with 4 actresses. But I'm very much a big fan of Lily Tomlin's work, and this is exactly that kind of where you just become the character and then you become somebody else, and it's just one person. So I really like that style, and I'm drawn to that form of storytelling.
Playing 5 or 6 different characters in one show, really, it's a challenge, and I'm looking forward to it, to really break out of myself and find ways I can be a very different person each time. But on the other hand, too, you know, this is a story. It's a story. It's very much the actor that plays these parts is really telling the story to the audience. And people are not going to see me in full-on drag as Barbara or anything like that. I'm not trying to exact the pitch of her voice or anything like that. I want to suggest and let people, you know who I'm playing at different times, but it's mostly just a story. It doesn't have to be, you know, this incredible transition necessarily. I think the audience will go with it.
And the play has a great framing device for that, because the playwright sets it up. The actor comes out and he goes, I want you to know none of this is real. I'm not going to do an impression of her. He goes, the only thing that's real is this book. And so we're going to tell you, what if this happened? So he lets the audience in out there like, oh, okay, I'm not going to see this guy try to be Barbra Streisand. He's just going to tell me a story. And that's sort of what propels the piece. It's just like, this guy has this great story that he can't wait to tell to all of his friends. And